Life is busy. Hello, everyone. This is Stormy Cloud 21. Today, we're looking at the Jurassic World Legacy Collection, Dr. Ellie Sattler Risky Rescue Pack. And it's really cool because you get Ellie in a raincoat. You get an amazing, awesome Jeep with mud all over it and a red stripe. And then you just get a Raptor. Pretty simple on that one. But here is that UPC if you're looking for this item. Look at all that mud detail splattered all over this Jeep. It's number 10. It's a very cool Jeep. And the main reason why everybody's getting this set, I'm sure, besides the Ellie back there in that raincoat. And it's really cool because you can open these as well. So that's something very nice and neat to look forward to. And you can put a couple mirrors on there once you have this thing out of the packaging. This I picture where Ellie would have gone where Muldoon was to turn the power back on. But in this part of the movie, they would have been using this Jeep to go rescue Ian and the kids and Dr. Grant whenever the T-Rex escaped through the fences. So it is still a very cool background. It's just I would have thought this Jeep would have been in front of a paddock with an open, destroyed fence where the Rex escaped. But I still like this background. Nonetheless, it's still very cool and very beautiful packaging to go with this as well. Okay, for a legacy collection item. I originally pre-ordered this at Target, but then there was no need to keep my pre-order because I found this first. They actually had 3 of them, and so I was able to cancel my pre-order and have it in hand, which is amazing. Here is the back of the packaging, and it's beautiful renderings. Here you have Ellie right there in a raincoat, and then she has a lot less articulation, of course, than the Hammond collection, but she does have a raincoat now. And there is that awesome picture of that amazing Jeep right there. You can see right through the window the other box, the storage box. Then there is that Raptor, which I think they should have released this with a Hammond collection Raptor, but then it wouldn't have been legacy, I guess. So, but anyway, that would have been a much cooler Raptor with full articulation to have with a set. In fact, it would have just been better if they would have released Muldoon in a raincoat with this instead of a Raptor. But you could still buy a Muldoon with the Hammond collection, and you could still customize them, and you could still buy another one of these sets and put a raincoat on Muldoon. So I may just be trying that in the future. I'm not the greatest customizer, but I may give it a try. Here is the side of the packaging. You have that nice plant fern thing, and then on this side you have some more very cool stuff. Also, don't forget underneath UPC again. Oh, one more thing real quick. Here is the one-time assembly of the mirrors. Now I'm going to open this up, check it out, and show it to you. Want to save the packaging? It's possible. So first things first, let's get my least favorite item in the set reviewed. This is another Velociraptor. A different paint scheme. It's pretty good on the eyes on this one. Really close. And you have a scan code. You have articulation. Although not as good as a Hammond collection item at all. No painted nails or toe claw. But I know some of you still really like just like a Raptor. That one has missing paint right there. But some of you will just set this on your shelf anyway and use it for a display piece or for photography. So in that case, this could be at least a good piece for that. Moving right along. So they give you a couple mirrors. This is Ellie Legacy Collection Ellie, and she has this nice raincoat on to go out in, of course, the rain. You can turn her head back and forth, forward and back, maybe not so much. She has that nice iconic shirt, pink shirt, blue shirt underneath that. Maybe someday we'll get one where she just has the blue shirt like in some of the first movie. Up this far, they go down that far. He has a bend at the elbow. There is no wrist articulation at all. She has been bending at the knee, no swivel. And then the legs can go out, but the raincoat inhibits that a little bit. So she can sit down, you know, like in a chair or in a vehicle, of course. Well, I mean, it comes with the Jeep and all. So that's pretty cool. Not the articulation like the Hammond collection. Here is the bottom of the boots of the figure with the peg holes to peg onto an accessory of some sort. Very nice sculpting on the hair for this figure. So they did a good job on the realism. Just the waist. Yeah, there's also some, there's some waist articulation. That's nice. That's more than the Hammond collection offers you for a figure. So that's pretty cool. Now we're moving on to the Jeep. So we're going to put the mirrors in. There's a left and a right. Of course, you're going to have to figure out which one. So for example, you'd want this mirror like this because obviously the mirror is facing that way so you can see what's behind you. It's a rear view mirror. You pop it in, one-time assembly. Now you're stuck with it. It ain't coming back out unless you pry it out, maybe. One-time assembly. So I'm just going to pop it in. Okay. Now it's stuck on there. It's not coming off, as far as I know. Maybe you could get it off. And actually, you may be one of those people that wants to paint it, make it look different, customize. If you don't like the way it is. Here is the front of the Jeep. Got a Jurassic Park 10 right there. Nice with the headlights, the stickers. Put them on there fairly decently. I'm always concerned about that. You have this, but none of this moves. No hood opens on this Jeep, but still a cool sculpt for the vehicle. Number 10 Jeep. It's got all that mud on these tires and on the body of the Jeep all the way back. They did really good on the splash effect of that because it looks very realistic and like you're driving fast through mud, like you would expect. Here is the back. You have the tail lights and you have this again. So that's cool. You have like for a trailer that you might be able to use on something somewhere, a trailer hitch. You have this nice spare tire, which is just stuck on there. Looking down inside the vehicle, here is a box that's just stuck in there. Nice seats. You've got like 3 seats. I would have liked to see more done on the interior right here. Just clear plastic and doesn't appear that anything with much detail is going on. Like with some of the other vehicles that they've made, it looks pretty simple. But nonetheless, it's very cool to have a Jeep like this because it's like a convertible version, you know, of a Jeep. So that is amazing for like the T-Rex chasing them. Now, if you want to look in there, you can do that as well. And then you have places to store your items. your accessories that you have that are small can go in there. So that is super cool. And they latch shut very nicely. They're not going to fly open. They did a very good job doing that. Now let's look at the bottom. There's the bottom of this vehicle. That's what it looks like underneath there. So yeah, I totally like it. You know what? I would be remiss if I didn't show you this. Look at that. Those wheels really spin. Really nice. So that is super cool. This Jeep is all ready to roll, if you know what I mean. As you know, if you watch my other reviews, I also have Muldoon, but I don't have him in a yellow raincoat. Nobody does unless they customized. So I will be probably planning on making a version of that if I get another Hammond Collection Muldoon, if I come across one. I'm not tearing up the original one to do that. So I may do that, which is kind of pricey, by the way, to customize all of that. Because one of these sets plus a Muldoon if you did that. Also, I have the Comic-Con Ian. I have not reviewed him yet, but I do have the Comic-Con Ian that would go back here in the back of the Jeep when they're running away from the T-Rex. And I also have the Hammond Collection T-Rex, both versions, by the way. So I could totally make that happen in the future somehow in some type of review or pictures or whatever. So that would be something to look forward to in the future. For now, we're just looking at this set like it is. So with that, this is Stormy Cloud 21. I want to thank you for watching this review. Please remember, hit that like and subscribe button. See more cool stuff as well as that notification bell. Thank you for watching and talk soon.